We would like to introduce you today a special wax that we have specially created for you. Endurance. Endurance has a high content of PTFE, 40% by volume Carnauba premium wax of ours. Nowadays, if you want to protect your car long term, you have two options, a wax or a ceramic coating. The ceramic coating has one enormous advantage, and that's hydrophobity, how the beading characteristics of water or fluids. Our waxes are known to have fantastic water beading characteristics, but they're never that good as a ceramic coating. However, every product has its pros and cons, and the ceramic coating, in our opinion, has also cons. It is a permanent coating of your paintwork. You permanently change the original paintwork of your manufacturer. Especially on a Nissan GT-R, for example, we wouldn't ceramic coat it because it has a very innovative self-healing paint. That means if you scratch your surface, after 2-3 days, those scratches are miraculously gone. It depends a bit on the temperature and the sun, but it takes 2-3 days and those scratches disappear. Now with our Carnauba waxes, including Endurance, it works perfectly well. A ceramic coating very often is being named as scratch-proof, but that's not true. Naturally, ceramic coatings do scratch as well, but later than a wax protection because the surface is harder. A ceramic coating is also far more difficult to polish. So once you scratch your ceramic coating, you will have more pain to get those scratches out again. For example, just one wrong wash with a harsh sponge or chamois, or maybe some dirt residues in a corner, are enough to create swell marks in your ceramic coating. That's how scratch-proof they are. Nowadays, we often have customers who just come in and they say, I'm not really interested in the car care. I'd like to wash my car in an automatic car wash, maybe jet wash, and after 4 years I return it to the leasing company. So at first look, this sounds like a perfect customer for ceramic coatings. However, more and more people are a bit concerned about what do I do if I have to respray a door panel? Then the rest of the car is ceramic coated, the door panel is not, I have to repeat it. Will it be visible? There is a lot of mechanical impact also for ceramic coatings. There's another story that some ceramic coatings say that they can prevent stone chips. Well, this is a fairy tale, that's for sure. This is the moment where we can show an alternative. It's not a replacement, it's an alternative to say, okay, we have Carnauba waxes nowadays that can last 2 years. In addition, you can always top up the most used areas, which is the front, behind the wheel arches, and maybe the rear mirrors. These are typical spots where you can top up the wax easily after half a year, 1 year, 2 years. By hand, it takes 15 minutes and it's done. Endurance was specially developed for you guys. It is not available for retail customers because it has an extremely high content of PTFE, and in order to apply it correctly, the wax should be melted.
Here we have a BMW 1M Coupe finished in Valencia orange. The paintwork has been prepped with cleaner fluid regular. and is ready for the endurance wax to be applied.
Richtig Material rausnehmen und die meisten denken, ja, so wie früher.
When you see the wax, you will think it's like any other SWISSVAX wax. The difference is that endurance needs to be applied warm. To do this, you need to rub it between your hands until you feel the consistency change to a melted butter feel, for a better word. It is important to apply a thick layer for the first application and allow it to dry for 2 hours. This bonding time is required for the PTFE, also known as Teflon, to cure, enabling the long-lasting durability of endurance.
Also ich trage es richtig groß. Ja, richtig groß. Immer wieder erwärmen und wirklich dick auftragen. Das ist ganz wichtig. Ja, ihr könnt auch ausprobieren.
You will also see the wax is more grainier than a standard SWISSVAX wax. This is why you require the warmth to melt the grains in the wax for the butter-like texture.
Dicker, also wirklich dick auftragen, ja, genau das. Du merkst, es ist immer noch körnig. Wenn es noch körnig ist, musst du es länger erwärmen. Die meisten haben zu wenig Wärme und dann funktioniert es nicht. Du merkst es erst, wenn es richtig schön cremig wird, dann funktioniert es. Did you understand?
Das ist auch eigentlich mit dem Shield, genau.
Ja, du musst ihn auch, richtig. Der hat einfach noch mehr. Das ist zu wenig, also richtig dick auftragen.
The wax can be applied on all of the bodywork and the lights, but not plastic trims due to the Teflon.
Lackierte Scheinwerfer auf die Kunststoffteile solltet ihr es nicht auftragen durch den Teflon. Wir haben 2, 3 interessante Fragen. Wie viele Schichten? Wir machen 2 Schichten. Es gehen auch mehr Schichten.
So, how many layers gets the best result? Well, in testing, it showed that 2 layers will give the ultimate result in terms of protection and durability. Allow a further 2 hours in between the first application removal before applying the second application.
Wir haben jetzt den Wachs eine gute Stunde antrocknen lassen. Man sieht jetzt sehr gut hier die Fläche, wo zu wenig Wachs drauf ist. Genau aus dem Grund habe ich gesagt.
SWISSVAX Endurance is extremely hydrophobic, so much so you cannot just use water to remove it from your hands. You would actually need to use a microfluffy towel.
Echt genial beim Abreiben. Marco?
Now the wax has been on for 2 hours. With the microfluffy, remove the wax and you will see that even a thick layer is easy to remove.
Beim zweiten Mal, wenn wir Wachs auftragen, merkt man schon, man braucht viel weniger Wachs und es geht viel ringer schon.
The second layer will need less wax than the first and allow the same curing time before removal. Again, remove the wax with a microfluffy towel after 2 hours.
It's just a guess.
Endurance wax. It's the perfect product for the customer who seeks a long-term paint protection but doesn't want to achieve it through the use of a ceramic coating. Endurance wax is durable, not as durable as a ceramic coating, but very durable for a wax protection. And of course, it's also for customers who love to look after their car a bit, to love to detail the car, maybe to top up the wax, just to enjoy to be around the car and to keep it on its absolute best level. Because there's a huge difference with SWISSVAX, where you always top up a bit, you keep it on a top level over years. Whereas if you ceramic coat it, you have a fantastic result in the beginning, and then gradually it gets more scratched, gradually it gets less depth of shine, and the depth of shine is the big advantage of a SWISSVAX treatment. The depth of shine and the phenomenal reflections are second to none. Thank you for watching and see you next time.